Hello, YouTube VOD watchers.
First up, time to face off in control. You just know this one's trouble.
Yo, yo. How's it going?
It's nearly time to start the game, and the crowd couldn't be more excited. Folks, this is a match you'll want to watch. Welcome to the Armory.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it.
Time to power up.
Right, what are we gonna do?
Impactful modifiers that define a build, so competitors must choose carefully.
I have maybe a plan.
The first round can't get here quick enough.
Okay, let's do this. I want ability Lifesteal. And we're gonna get armor.
Is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds.
Hey, that's a good way to find me. Searching for the best Moira in the world.
The time for preparations is almost up.
Nah, I really like Phantasm as a first pick. You've got to really think, but it's fun. It's... yeah, you got to think about it. To me, it makes the game more interesting. Is it the best option? Maybe not, but it's about, like, area denial. I'm gonna fire at that side. It's like we get loads of value out of that orb there. Apart from that was deflected, I think. I'm not sure we can keep the Rhino alive here. We probably should have started right-clicking. So Genji did deflect the stationary orb, not on purpose, I don't think. Deflected that one on purpose. I got a heal orb, which means my next orb's going to be a heal zone. Maybe not. We've got time. I didn't really want to ult this one, but let's do it. Okay, I used 2 ults for that. I shouldn't heal the Rhine. Actually, I mean, it's money, but like... I was trying to place a double orb down. So I don't want to heal the Rhine because I'm going to stagger him. But then it's like, it's money. But they use 2 ults when we hit Cole, so it's quite handy.
Get in there, Bob. Enemy spotted.
We're done. Yeah, they can deflect the stationary. I'm planning to build a tank Moira build here, by the way. But we're adaptive.
It looks like this round is a loss, but they'll be sure to bring it back. Here's our score. 0-1. You can really tell who the playmakers are.
I should have got more money because there's a few times when I didn't get the ore buff.
Coming up next.
Like, versus the Kiri, that was a disaster.
It's time for
Like, I needed to make sure that I baited her in.
It's time for the teams to consult their playbooks.
But yeah, didn't work great. The money's a little bit awkward. What map is it? Oh.
We're in the middle innings and everyone's waiting to see how the match shakes out.
Maybe not. Maybe we just drop this in there. I think I'm just going to go for this straight up. We haven't got enough for the armor, but it's a long map, so we'll get the ability power and armor. So I'm going to get liquid nitrogen.
Teams have 20 seconds left.
I want to slow some players down, especially with the Lucio, like Kiri and stuff.
Time for preparations is almost up.
No, the move's definitely not to go Phantasm first every time. I do it because I have the most fun with this build.
3,
Because Phantasm's a very
1.
dynamic ability.
Capture the objective.
It also means that I get double damage orbs.
Hey.
10 seconds until the objective.
Over here.
We'll stop the enemy from advancing.
Let's get him.
I mean, Phantasm's risky. Like, Ethereal and Cross Orbal are safe. Because you can be very adaptive.
Can't let them keep going. Over there.
Mistimed the jump. Kiri's doing the clone build, which our tank Moira might be okay against. But I don't think we're going to get there. I don't think we're going to get up there. Okay, some kills.
Enemies starting to move their barricade.
I tried to see if I could bait him into it a bit earlier.
They've taken the robot. How irksome.
Yeah, I really don't think that this game's going to go on long enough.
Just a few more meters to win.
Like, our players are too broke here.
Chaos returns.
Score 0-2. Some intense competition this round. Coming up, get ready for chaos in Clash. Now's the time for our teams to work out their strategies.
Okay, it's tank and clone Kiri that we've got to go up against. So we don't have enough for like a tanky build yet. So we could opt for
It's a fierce competition. Who will
slow
take
anti-heal
the
orbs
pressure
maybe,
and who
or
will
just
come out on top?
we can go for this, but that's not great. No, if you're going for Death Dodge, you're going to need Ethereal. You need the movement speed.
The arena is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds left.
So the question is, are we going to survive this round? It's unlikely, in my opinion.
Not long now until the teams lock in for the round.
Because this is where Kiri's going to get the clone going.
Thank you.
And our DPS have less money than the Kiri, which is... yeah, they're done. If we survive this round, maybe we can do something. If we keep attacking the Kiriko, then her clone's going to heal her and not attack us.
Be purified.
That's what we're trying to do. So I'm trying to counter the Kiriko clone build. Otherwise our team are just done.
Your end is within my reach.
No, they've lost the point. They need to fall back to objective C.
Oh dear.
10 seconds until the objective's unlocked.
Enemy over here.
The objective's live.
Hey, hold up. Thank you very much. I think we just lose here because of money. Yeah, we got nothing from the team.
It seems they're out of the match. Here's looking forward to their next attempt.
I'm guessing we probably had a bad stack as well.
Action is a painful path to walk.
Ah, well, it happens. You found the Kiriko build useless. No, it's insanely good. But you have to know how to play it. Look, the whole hit. I'll show you where the build is good and where the build's bad, and it all depends on how you play it. Right. So let's just say that you've just got like this. Right? Or add this as well, right? 22,000 round 3. That looks about right. Here's the problem. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about that as well.
My gift to you.
So the problem with the build is if you're taking damage, like you're say here or something like that, and your team are taking damage, right now my clone's healing. Healing clone is awful.
Touch up.
But it's not doing anything. Right, while your team are taking damage. But look, if you get yourself into a position and you get yourself on full health before you do it, and you're where you can't see your team, now the clone actually like destroys.
Double of battle ignites me.
You have to make sure that you're not in a place where your clone can heal.
Kokoyo.
And then it's just stupidly good.
Shouldn't have put your head there.
As soon as the clone heals either you or the team, it's not good. So basically what you need to do is you need to go like, okay, my team are all over here. The enemy's over here. I want to put this, you see? Heal, right? It's within range of the team. You have to be crazy ambitious, like with your flanks. This is a bad example because there's not really anywhere I can go. I mean, maybe I could go like to here or something and we'll damage, but we didn't damage these ones here. So yeah, the build involves you just going like
I'm with you.
into a place like this.
じゃあね。
And that's only obviously a round 3 build, right? You can then build that up crazy if you want. Like you can do this. You can have this one. So when you swift step, you get over health. I've never liked like that way of thinking. Like what if the supports aren't healing and stuff? Well, if the supports aren't healing, it means your supports are doing damage. You should be able to get picks on players. You can play games where there's no healing and still like win if you've got 5 people DPSing. The problem that you're going to have is, what if your second support is DPSing but is terrible at it? If they're not good at it, then yeah, it's not going to work. With a build like this as well, like, don't worry about like too many factors. Do the job that you've got with this build. If you lose, you lose, right?
What's up?
You're only a small amount of influence in a team, and you can't sit there and solve everybody else's problems.
Hey. Feels good, huh? Cool.
It's a very easy build to play with, actually. Like, you don't have to do that much. You just have to make sure that you're teleporting in the right places. That's it. Beyond that, the clone does most of it.
I'm here.
Like, it's kind of standard Kiriko play when you're on a flank or something. It's like, I'll teleport to here. We'll just attack, and now I just need to kind of survive, right? Until I've got something else. Then it's, oh, okay, where can we get to and use it again?
Sit down, please.
And it's like, okay, I need to survive. And we've got loads of tools to keep us alive.
How embarrassing. Judge Tyson. Find peace. I'm with you. You were being rude.
Now, one of the issues with this build is that people are going to complain because for the first couple of rounds, you're pretty bad. It's round 3 onwards. So there's a chance that you just lose 2 rounds and then the enemy team is so fed that you can't do a lot in the 3rd round. They just annihilate your team. It's a late, well, it's kind of like a mid-game build.
Hey.
And if you can still lose 2 rounds and like then it becomes strong enough to win the game. But how badly you lose those rounds is going to yeah, dictate a lot.
Find peace. My gift to you.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Now I'm having fun.
Double
Johnny.
Yeah, in the last game was a problem because they won the first 2 rounds before the Kiri even got online. And yeah, we just had no chance at that point. We need an advantage to counter like those kind of builds. That's a point. I do need to make sure that I avoid. We're probably not going to get these players in there because of Qs. Do I feel like the Mercy did bad? Yeah, probably not. So I probably don't need to avoid them. This person was awful though. And we'll just avoid this anyway.
Feels good, huh?
I think enemy team was just stronger than our team.
The battle again.
So I don't
I'm with you.
plan on playing that much Kiri today. I plan on playing Moira. So we're going to see what we can do with that. And I want to do some more tanky builds. But So I played a game before the stream where I was up against Moira Lucio, I think. Maybe Moira Mercy, was it? Either way, there was a Moira in the game. And I started out with Phantasm, went multi-ball, and went Ethereal. The enemy Moira went cross-orbal, then multi-ball, then I'm not sure. Orb. Either way, I was about 6k behind in cash by round 5. And it was sort of awkward. Like, basically, we lost round 5 and they were 3-2 up. And the build that I was running at the time... So I went debuffs. So I had these on there. And then I went, you know what? They've got quite a lot of healing. So I'm going to rock this as well. And then, I don't know, maybe I had like... It was something like this, around like 5. Round 5. And we were losing. We were losing the game. We lost round 5. And I just went, you know what? This isn't working very well. So round 6, sold it all. I ended up going something like that. And then I can't remember. Oh, yeah, so I got this, and then I ended up buying this revive thing because I ran out of time while I was deciding what to get, and I was like, let's just get that. Actually used it, and it became useful. Hey, welcome guys, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you saying hi. It's by all means lurk in the stream, don't feel obligated to talk, but hey, look, we can answer questions, we can have a chat. But yeah, welcome. So yeah, I opted for this item. Not by choice, it just happened, but it was worth it. And we won that round. And I think part of it was because they weren't expecting a tanky Moira. And so in the last one, I ended up getting this. And I think I added liquid nitrogen, not that. Something like this, and I ended up in a super tanky build, and yeah, we won it, crushed it. And simply put, they were investing too many resources. But before that moment, we were definitely going to lose the game. But we just completely U-turned an orb build into a tanky build. And it's like, we didn't have any cross-orbal or anything like that. This was our sustain, this was our overhealth. I think this build's slightly wrong, maybe. It was something close to this anyway. But yeah, they just did not expect us to like suddenly be this tanky. And we had a Cassidy and a Mercy, like Cassidy with a pocket Mercy chasing me around, just unable to kill. And our team just capitalized because of it. They were just in an advantage everywhere else on the map. But I kept the liquid nitrogen, or should I say I put liquid nitrogen on there later, because I thought if like a Genji dives me or something, I can slow them when they dive, use Ethereal to move, and also when I'm just firing the long range damage orbs, they'll help my team out a bit. So yeah, today I want to get into a situation. I didn't just want to go here and here. Like, that's fine. But I wanted to find myself in a situation where I've got these two, a combination of these early. Like, I don't really like one of these without the other. Like, the combination of this item with this item is insane. Especially when they're both giving me, you know, 50 health, 50 armor. Maybe we just rock this as like a round 3, 1. Hey, catch you soon. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
The pain will be endless. Wither fall.
Yeah, I find when you get to the higher ranks, like when you get into All-Star, you just play against stacks so often, it's really unenjoyable. Not a lot we can do about it. I think this is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to aim for this, like, early on. Because this combination is... I've always been going Phantasmic Flux. But I feel like round 3, you're preventing 15% of incoming damage. And then you're getting a 10% damage reduction. So 25... a quarter of all damage, right? Is basically just getting knocked off. And yeah, we take it over 3 seconds. But if we fade during those 3 seconds, that's like 0.8 seconds of that just gone. Like, we don't take the damage. And if we fade and get the overhealth up. Yeah, it's per... And it stays as well. It's permanent. See, the reason why I like Phantasmic Flux with this is because now we get even more overhealth, right? We get even more. And if you can, and that's like 3 items. If you start adding this, when you've got your ult, you gain 100 base health on top of that. So 50 shields, 50 health. We've got our ult. And you see, we get quite a lot of overhealth. Drop in something like this, what, a 10% damage reduction while you're below 30% life. Then part of me is like, why don't we add this reduced ability damage? It says while you have shields, and we have so few shields, but because of overhealth, we'll nearly always have shields. And if you think about it, right, for an endgame build, ignoring the fact that we haven't picked other powers, 15% of damage, all damage, right, that comes in, a load's prevented. 10% damage because, watch, I might not have explained this, right? The reason why you pick these two. Look down the bottom right near the fade icon. Watch what happens when this thing attacks me. You see how that's still going up? Because we're taking damage over 3 seconds. Because of Nebula Conduit or whatever it's called. So we just have to like take a little bit of damage from people and we'll just have the 20 stacks the whole time. Like, our damage reduction is insane. And of course we're getting overhealth, right? So we have even like more damage reduction because, well, they've got to get through the overhealth first. That's why those two are so good in a combination. This is obviously good once you've got your ult. Yeah, so 15% of damage gone. 10% damage reduction basically anytime we take damage. This gives us overhealth, whatever, we can get rid of that. Like, it's good in the early ones. Can get rid of this as well, but it does give us 100 health, which means everything else kind of stacks up, right? Because this is overhealth equal to 15% of your max life. So to have something like this increases our max life, which means we get even more. Then if we do find ourselves in trouble, we gain another 10% damage reduction, but this has given us 15% heal, health, armor, and shields as well. While you have shields, you've got a 15% we're basically like, we've got more damage reduction than a nano boost. But we've also got ridiculous amounts of health. So this is one where, like, if they ignore you, you kind of get a bit screwed. Oh, the other good thing about Phantasmic Flux, which is why it's good, look at the Lifesteal. Like, to add that 15% is crazy. We'll have to take a load of damage to show it, but...
Help me.
No, it doesn't, James. I don't think. It doesn't include the overhealth. Hey, Talumi, how's it going? Watch this Lifesteal, aiming for the head of this, right? We'll do one more volley. I think we can survive. Bearing in mind, we've got crazy high health, right? That's just from right clicks. Remember how weak Moira's right clicks are for, like, sustain? So you have, there's this 30% lifesteal, Phantasmic Flux giving 15% weapon lifesteal and ability. We didn't even fire an orb with that, right? We didn't fire a damage orb. So it's like you combine it just with a damage orb or a heal orb, right? Yeah, we gain crazy health, and especially if we fade through and get the overhealth first. Oh, fades back up so we can fade through, get even more overhealth. If anything shoots me, Phantasmic Flux. That's why it's a good item to get. You can also contest an objective for so long. The problem is it takes a little while to get going, but that's why I want to try these two as the round 3 item. So if we just rock this and this, and then we get this and this, that's what I want to try. No, not that one. This one, and then these are reasonably cheap. Well, 1111's kind of... It's quite a bit. We need to perform to be able to get these. If not, you could, like, drop this one maybe. And just go with some blues, but... I guess if not, you could get Phantasmic Flux. And then get this afterwards. But I want to try just like these ones. Because damage reduction is massive. Especially if you're getting a load of overhealth as well. The other interesting one is if you're not yet rocking Phantasmic Flux, you could just use heal orbs. So while you're fighting enemies, you could play a bit like a more traditional flank Moira. The problem is, I guess your orb's going to fly away when you've got overhealth. Like, now it's just going to fly away, right? I mean, it healed a bot, but... So yeah, maybe it does need to be damage orbs, actually. I mean, it would just be crazy good if they put this as one of Moira's perks. I mean, it would probably be broken, but... I mean, it would be broken. It 100% would be broken. But if this became, like, an option for a major perk... Yes, please. Yeah, if you're all-star, then... Yeah, you get these horrific Q times on support. They wouldn't put this in ranked because they wouldn't want to encourage DPS Moira. And I think that's probably a good thing. Yeah, everybody's playing that Kiri build. There's a lot of people. To be honest, I understand why. It's fun and it's strong. And I'm happy about that everybody's playing it, because I'm just hoping that Blizzard do something about it. The key to defeating it is to make sure that the Kiri clone heals and doesn't damage. That's how you beat it. That's hard to do though. If the Kiriko just teleports on top of you, that clone's going to get like 3 shots off before you even see where the Kiri is to shoot her. Why are the key times as support so long? Many reasons. The first reason... Okay, the first reason is because there's a reward for supports playing... is it you've got to get to All-Star or something to get it? The second reason why the support queues are this long is because of this hero. And the millions of players who play this hero. Why are all the Mercy players playing Stadium? That's what you've got to ask. That is the question. Who knows the answer? Why are all of the Mercy players? That's answer number 1. Correct. Ding, ding, ding. What's answer number 2? That's also correct. Ding, ding, ding. What's answer number 3? Oh, we got it on the YouTube. Hero bans. Ding, ding, ding. What's answer number 4? Third person, I mean, you could maybe, but I'm not sure. Yeah, you get a little ding. Ding. Yeah, look, I haven't got a fourth reason. I was just seeing if you guys can come up with some ideas. Basically, bans, she's terrible in ranked and she's awesome in stadium. And there's a reward. So, I mean, there are 4 reasons, right? There's a support reward. That's the reason why support queues are so long. Because it's saturated. Like, also, if you think about the heroes here, you've got a big spread of Overwatch players and all of the heroes they play. So let's go out of this practice range. Leave the game, but not the queue. I can just do it here.
Welcome to Blizzard World.
So let's look at the tank heroes. Let's look at the sports first of all. So if you're a Baptiste player, yeah, you don't get to play Stadium. If you're a Brig player, don't get to play Stadium. Alari, Zen, Lifeweaver. So there's a few supports that wouldn't allow you to play if you mained them. But I would say the vast majority of supports main this hero or main this hero. They also play a lot of these. You've probably got most of the most played here, right? I'd say BAP isn't that popular. Brig's quite popular, but most Brig players either play like Mercy or Moira or Juno anyway. Illari players probably aren't, yeah, coming here. Illari Zen, like your DPS players, and then Lifeweaver, yeah, I mean, everyone was playing something else before they picked up Lifeweaver anyway. As for tanks, you've got a whole load of Doomfist mains who can't play. A few Roadhog mains. You got people who like playing Hazard and Sigma. They can't play the game. You got Winstons. Some of them can rotate to Diva, but not that many like to. Wrecking Ball players aren't playing the game. Ramatra, yeah, they'd probably play something else. There's quite a lot of tank players in the pool that can't play the hero they want to play. DPS, I mean, they can't play, they can't play, they can't play, they can't play, they can't play. They can't play, 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 they can't play. Right, so out of all of the DPS players, if they've got a main, like here, they probably can't play them, right? So that, it does mean that, like, there's a bunch of players that aren't going to play, but DPS are also quite flexible with the heroes they can pick. Like, you play hit scan, you can play most of these. But yeah, there's quite a few tanks that don't want to go. They don't want to play Stadium because their tank's not there. Quite a few DPS don't want to play because their DPS is not there. But most of the supports are in Stadium. So the reason why the support queues are ridiculous. This isn't even bad. This is ridiculous, right? This queue time is because most of the supports have got the hero they play in Stadium, and because Mercy players are saturating Stadium. And I'm not blaming them, because if I was a Mercy player, I'd be on Stadium all day. I'd never touch ranked. For one, a lot of Mercy players are Mercy only players. They don't like playing anything else. Hero bans just screw them. Like, completely screw them. The only reason Mercy players played something else is when somebody else picks Mercy in a game. And then they would normally go on to something like Juno or Moira, occasionally Anna or Kiri, right? All of those are in Stadium. So yeah, the support queue times, they need to introduce more of the tank and DPS heroes into Stadium, which is a problem because a lot of them don't really fit into Stadium very well. They need to put rewards, big rewards on tank and DPS. And then, last but not least, and probably the most important thing, they need to buff Mercy in Ranked, and then they need to get rid of hero bans. We're asking a lot. I mean, it may do, but it doesn't solve that. Unless Mercy's made better in Ranked, they're still just going to play Stadium. Oh, yeah, if you removed Mercy from Stadium, then support would get nice queues, I think. But I think Mercy fits into Stadium quite well. The only issue is that she has a few strengths. We timed his rocket. The problem is, right, I don't claim to understand every problem with a game or have solutions for everything. I have like an opinion. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of heroes that I don't play. I kind of have a reasonable macro understanding of the game. But one of the reasons why we get in these situations is because of content creators thinking that they understand the entire game. And they're like, yeah, look, if they just make these changes and rank's fixed. They're not professional game developers. Like, they really don't understand some of the butterfly effects that they would cause with their changes. I do like to think that I take that into account when I come up with suggestions. For example, there's been things which even Blizzard have added to the game to do with Moira that buff her, and I said that is a bad idea. From a selfish perspective, yeah, give me that. Like, it makes me better, right? It will make me win more games. But I try to think of what's best for Overwatch as a whole. A lot of people don't do that.
Who's ready for Stadium? First up, the teams are going head-to-head in control. Believe me, you don't want to die on Moira's watch.
Fade in ult was a bad idea.
We're almost ready to get this game
They can't buff her heals. They can't buff her heal output.
Now this is going
Moira's a lot like Roadhog. My tank Moira build isn't too bad here.
to the armory.
It comes online a bit earlier. The problem that we've got is a lack of heals. Like, against this composition, you want to go the Orb debuff build. But we do have two forms of anti in Anna and Junker Queen. So maybe we just be a pain. So I said I wanted to go for that anyway. So why not? Do I want the health pack item? No, not on this stage. Don't think this is kind of useful because we do play a lot on the objective. You know what, I'm going to get it just because of the map that we're playing. 8 life every 1 second. I mean, it's not a lot when we've got a load of lifesteal. We probably get more actually just from doing this.
Teams have 20 seconds left to prepare for the round.
Yeah, you know what, I'm not going to get that one. Move speed to get there quicker. Let's just go attack speed.
The armory is closing shortly.
Yeah, I've played about 5 games since Stadium's release where there's been no Mercy. I don't mind. I think Mercy's good in Stadium.
2, 1.
I just think she's also the reason for the long queue times. I mean a good thing for Stadium. We can't. Clone already. Alright, Orisa. Did my team get in? Yeah. I can't really fit that item into the build.
Time again to try.
Oh, the mate. Yeah, okay. That kind of sucked. Okay.
Score 0-1.
The anti-build would be very good here, but we're not going to do it.
Next up, who's ready to start the push? What tactics will the teams come up with this round?
Yeah, as I said, we're against the 4 stack. We're always against stacks. Always against stacks.
It's a fierce competition. Who will cave to the pressure and who will come out on top?
So, if I get... I can't afford Phantasmic though. And I kind of need the armor. Oof. But I want the overhealth. The overhealth is so cool.
Is ready and waiting. 20 seconds to go.
On this map... I mean, there's only 1 health pack that I'd take, so let's just go with this. Round 3, we're gonna hope that we're tanky enough. I need to make like 9,600 or so in this round. It's a long round, which could help.
Time to capture the objective.
Enemy Moira went with anti-heal. She hurts. Oh.
The barricade is on the move. Let's go.
There's someone behind us. There's everyone behind us. I wish I had the health one. This is good though. So far I already like how much attention they're putting onto me, because we're gonna get tanky and that could really help our team out soon. Ah.
Don't let them take another step.
We're not getting enough cash here though. Just gonna have to use the coal and see if we can get a load of money from it. Our Reaper's also on a sustain build. Not got enough cash.
Looks like the win was out of reach this round. Here's our score. 0-2. Some intense competition this round.
And we're gonna have to deal with a clone Kiri build, so
Get ready.
not gonna do it.
Control. It's time for the teams to consult their playbooks.
We do have enough for the 2 items. Right. How much attention can we get from them? Yeah, the Orisa is...
It's a fierce competition. Who will
Like,
cave
I
to
maintain
pressure?
that the best
Who will come
build
out
that we
on
can
top?
build against what we're up against is the debuff build. Basically, this also adds slowing orbs in there. If we built this multi-ball here,
20 seconds remain before
that's really good against the comp, but it's not what I wanted to build. I feel like every game I'm defaulting to the debuff build. Are they going to get liquid nitrogen? Because that's going to be... No, they went flux. It's a weird choice, but Cyber Venom's already strong enough. Right. Gotta be brave. Gotta get up close and personal to... I mean, our team are going to get annihilated by this Kiri, but... Ooh. Nah. Yeah, they basically died to the Kiri and Moira. That's it.
the objectives open.
Nah, it's not enough damage reductions. She's just not shooting it. She's just running around. Like, you've got to shoot. Yeah, they are shockingly bad. This is the problem with stacks. Stacks against non-stacks. Like, our influence level in games is so low. Yeah. Oh, you can't do anything about it. I mean, actually, I can do something about it. I'm just going to change to a different account. We ranked it up a little bit. I gotta play on a lower rank account so that we can just get games in faster than 30 minutes a game. That's the sad part of it. No, Queen's good in Stadium. But if you just sit there and get shot at and look at the wall and until the clone kills you, like, you shoot the Kiri once, the clone stops shooting you and starts healing Kiri. So it's just like playing it wrong. We're here, contender or something. So we should get faster queues at least. Yeah, you'll get flamed for not healing, but then it doesn't matter because, yeah, just know better than them. There's so many players, even up to like top 500 level, that, yeah, they sit there and they go, oh, there's not enough heals in there. And then I just think, if I healed you, we would lose worse. Like, we'd lose more badly than we are now. The back caps weren't really to actually cap. They were to try and pull players away from the choke. The thing is, if we only pull one player and our team's getting decimated, it's not going to help. If we pull 2 players, that's okay. We can kind of mess with that. But each time we pulled either 1 or 3. And that's like worst case scenarios, because 1, we're just going even with them and our team's getting wrecked already. And 3 players, we just die too quick. I also didn't like the build. So I was experimenting with not taking Phantasmic Flux first and just having those damage reductions. And that really didn't work. I think it's just like having this and this and this and this. I don't feel like we've yet got the health to run these. Because, like, even if we fade through, we realistically fade through, like, 1 or 2 people. So we get a little bit of overhealth. And then before our fade comes up, we're not getting much there. When we've got this, we've got the additional Lifesteal. And the overhealth on attack. I think that this is an important one to get. But these two as a pair are crazy. Like, crazy good. The question is, are they just like a round 5 one where you rock those? And before that, do you just go for damage? Like, at this point, I'm perfectly happy with Overwatch as a whole, except for stacks. Like, I can't tell you how much I hate the content creators responsible for stacks being back in the game. Like, they removed stacks from GM for a reason. A big reason. Because it's impossible to balance it. And then a bunch of content creators said, oh, we want to play with our friends, conveniently at the time that they started dropping in rank because they couldn't stack with owl pros, right? So suddenly they're feeling like, oh, they're not that relevant anymore because they're dropping out of top 500 because they got there through stacks. And then stacks got taken away and they gradually just started dropping off in rank and therefore in their opinion, and it's not a fact, but in their opinion, relevancy. Because it's like, oh, well, you can't say I can't give you opinions from a top player if I'm not a top player, right? And then stacks come back in, and I see all these content creators getting in 5 stacks with basically pros and playing against casual people in stacks. And this is the problem, because if you stack with a group of pros, you're either equal or better than just the enemy team. And if you just do that over a long period of time, you just rank up. It's mathematics, right? Because what happens there is, if you're a team of pros, you either face against a team of pros, cool, you're like 50-50 in influence, right? Sometimes you'll be better, sometimes you'll be worse. Or you're playing against a duo and 3 singles, or like you're playing against a casual stack. There's never any negative matchups for you, so you just rank up. Like over time, you might lose a few games, but you've just got a statistical advantage. And it completely like devalues someone's ranking. It's like the first thing that I want to know, if someone says, hey, like, oh, what's your rank? They go, GM. I said, oh, do you ever stack? Do you ever like, or are you solo queue only? And if they say solo queue only, I go, okay, yeah, that's your rank then. If they say stack, I just dismiss their ranking completely. It's like, it's now irrelevant. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, so you haven't told me anything about your ability. And that's the sad state of ranked. It's an uncompetitive game mode. Like, and then the other worst part about it is that they introduced a 5-stack ladder. All the people who said, hey, look, we want to go play with our friends. And so they said, hey, look, what we'll do is we'll have a separate ladder for 5 stacks. And the queue times were like an hour and a half because no one wanted to play it because there's no demand for it. It's not that they don't want to stack. It's that the reason why they want to stack is to, not for the social, social. No, the reason why they want to stack is to boost their ranking in the normal ladder so that they can say, yeah, this is my rank. So there was no demand for it. And here's the thing, I bet if Blizzard introduced a solo queue ladder, that would be the most popular game mode by far. I think groups would go off to quick play, and you would have a solo queue rank ladder that would be highly competitive, better matchmaking. That's why I want to play it. It's like I can find people to go and duo, trio, stack with pretty much any time. But the reason why I want a solo queue ladder is because the matchmaking is going to be way more accurate. Blizzard can't possibly balance like 5 accounts. One of them's a brand new account and has some smurf on it, right? And then there's a bunch of people who don't play very often, have gone played, you know, a different game, and then they've come to all group together on this to give it a try, versus a group of pros. Whereas if you're solo queue, yeah, you might get one person who plays Fortnite and goes, you know what, today I'm going to come and play Overwatch. But at least that's like only a small influence percentage that changes in the game. So one of your players is slightly worse than maybe their ranking suggests because they haven't played Overwatch in a while. It's not like your entire team could be. And then, yeah, as a solo queue player, I don't want to be grouped with 4 casual players playing against 5 pros. I'd rather try my chances at the lottery where I could get 2 or 3 pros on the enemy team. I could get 2 or 3 pros on my team. It's going to balance out roughly over time. But the stacks is only ever going to work out worse for me. The other way that they can do it is if they don't introduce a solo ladder, fine. But just have it so that you can only do like well, do it so that if you're grouped, you can only be in a 2, a 3, and a 5. That's it. And then if you're a duo, only put you with a 3-stack. The queue times will be enormous. But it would encourage more people who want a group to find a 5th. I don't want to be grouped with a trio with 2 singles. It should be a trio and a duo. People who want to group can make up the numbers amongst each other. Do you think this is a problem in ranks like Plat? It's probably even worse in ranks like Plat. because it's far easier for people to group up with people with different rankings and Smurf accounts and all sorts of stuff, right? This problem's probably even worse in lower ranks. The thing about Smurfs in general, right, in solo queue, if you've got Smurfs, again, that influence is going to balance out roughly. Because assuming that you're not a Smurf, there's 5 potential spots on, like, on your team. Let's say, you know, this practice range right here is 6v6. So there could be 5 possible Smurf slots on your team, 6 possible Smurf slots on the enemy team. You're going to be playing a lottery because Blizzard doesn't know, and it's not just going, hey, we want you to always be against Smurfs. No, sometimes you're going to get the Smurfs. But like, there's a little bit of time, a little bit of difference, right, where the Smurf can be on, it's more likely to be on their team than your team, right, because you're not a Smurf. However, when you get a thrower or a lever, if you're not a lever, it's more likely the thrower or the lever are going to be on the enemy team because they have 6 possible slots. Your team only has 5 possible slots because you're not a lever or a thrower. So like, loads of this stuff kind of balances out, but the problem is when you've got stacks, it just like exponentially increases all the problems with it. Just give the people what they want. Give them a solo queue ladder. Watch how popular it will be. Everyone will go, yay, thank God we don't have to play against stacks. And then Blizzard will go, oh, right, okay, it turns out people don't want to play like in high variance matches all the time. I reckon you'd also have faster queue times in a solo queue ladder. I mean, if the queue time's this long on like, there we go. Thanks, Blizzard. I was gonna say I'll just go play ranked.
Enter the stadium. First up, time to face off in control. Believe me, you don't want to die on Moira's watch.
I reckon if they introduce a solo queue ladder, the other ladder would be dead. Genuinely reckon so. I reckon that would be it. Just abandon the, like, just introduce it as a separate ladder. Just say, no, look, this is still the main one, but here's a solo queue ladder.
Strap in, everyone. The game is about to begin.
I reckon it would become the main ladder.
This is a match you'll want to watch. Welcome to the Armory. The teams are gearing up. Every choice is crucial.
Okay, so let's
Time to power up. Powers are impactful modifiers that define
yeah, we're gonna go for
as much
tank
use
build.
carefully.
Against Soldier. This is good. Okay, we've got health packs and armor.
Almost time for the first round, and the teams are readying up. The arena is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds left. The armory is closing shortly.
Hello there.
Yeah, people would play solo.
3, 2, 1.
I don't like the fact that people want to gain advantages. No, I don't like third person.
Hey guys.
Misery made manifest. Lending a hand.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
Oh no, my health's gonna... Oh yeah, I did get the overhealth.
The objective's online.
Unassailable threat. Your fate is in
An incredible play. Absolutely
Nice play, Moira. Fuck. Most look for red here.
cannot escape me.
Ah, fade's not up in time. I was gonna fade forward to the health pack. I mean, groups of 2, that's just the same as old Overwatch. I'd rather just say, hey, let's try something different. Sorry, I don't want to talk to somebody.
冻住，不许走。
Hi.
No opposition is insurmountable. Big stanger lat.
It would be nice if she shot me once so I could get the...
Surrender to
Am I gonna get grabbed?
nano boost administered.
I got the overhealth, but Diva's just gone in.
Eyes open now. You cannot escape me.
Nice.
2-0. Some intense competition this round.
I just think it's better for more accurate ranking to have a solo queue ladder.
It's time for the teams to consult their playbooks. We're in the middle innings and everyone's waiting to...
Now you'll still get all sorts of like, you know, boosting services and stuff like ruining ranked. But overall, I think it would just be more accurate. It'd be more accurate matchmaking, and it would be more fun games.
Seconds left until we kick this round off.
Push the attack now. We're gonna lose.
Is more a damage boost just useless? Yeah, it just gets in the way of, like, you try and right click somebody and you accidentally damage amp somebody because it locks onto a teammate. Sorry, not locks on, latches on.
3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
You cannot escape me.
The objective goes live in 10.
Enhancing your buttons. My condition
their efforts. I am restored. Claiming the robot. A taste of poison. Surrender to my will. My condition is improved. We have overtaken them. Огонь по готовности!
Now I'm going to build tank. And I hope to stand in front of the Zarya a lot.
We must regain the lead. Surrender to my will.
Tactical visor activated.
Nano reset minimum. Огонь по готовности. Receive my aid.
Oh, that's a problem, isn't it?
Stop them and it's over.
The score is 1-1. You can really tell who the playmakers are. Coming up, the teams are going head to head in Control. Now's the time for our teams to
Right,
work
we
out
got some
their
money.
strategies.
What do we got? So if we add these, we don't have enough, so we're not going to do that. They've got a lot of rapid fire heroes, so I think that even without this, this is still going to be really good. It gives us 50 armor.
These teams are
Not too
giving
fussed
their
about
all for a
crits.
shot at the win.
So we could go for this. And then we could still rock the health pack one, but I don't think that's going to be that good. Because this drops off, because we're not going to be missing health, because we're going to have lots of
Only 20
overhealth.
seconds left until we kick this round off.
So just straight up armor.
The time for preparations is almost up.
Listen to your mummy. Pure class.
3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
And the Mei is pretty stacked on the enemy team.
There's a test subject. Tests were inconclusive. Big stunner left. Misery made manifest.
It's about this time that you realize there's nothing that you can do that can hurt me. I mean, that maybe can. Or not.
Pain is inevitable.
Don't let the witch fool you. This angel backs up.
Surrender to my will. A taste of poison. Lending a hand. Over there. Copy that. Cannot escape me. Nanotube administered.
I missed the overhealth. Of course, I have to stay alive the entire game, like fighting 2 or 3 people, otherwise we just lose.
Misery made manifest.
Build some overhealth with Phantasmic Flux here. That wasn't ideal.
The revolver. Getting drowsy. Your end is within my reach. Surrender to my will. Careful, we're outnumbered. My power emanates.
Ah, I didn't get it. Uh-huh. Okay.
It was a hard fight, but they lose this round. Here's our score. 1-2. I can hardly believe my optics when I see stats like these. Next up, it's time for Clash. The teams are gearing up. Every choice is crucial.
So I actually think at this point we get rid of the armor, and we haven't got enough. Could have this. We could just go with this one actually. Like, I don't like it. It adds some shields, but if we've got overhealth, it might mean that we take less damage from like Juno missiles or something. Nah, you know what? Let's do that. Look, the thing about a build like this is I could heal my team while all of the enemy team shoot at my team, or a load of the enemy team can shoot at me and therefore my team need less healing. Like, how much damage was not going on to my team because they were shooting at me?
Big stanger left.
Watch out!
10 seconds until the objective's unlocked.
Only got one, I think, there. There we go. See, did my team need the healing from this Mei, from the Juno?
As above, so below. You cannot escape me. Surrender to my will. I see a hostile. Tests were inconclusive. You're powered up. Get in there.
Body blocked.
Surrender to my will.
Debuff is changing the game. The score is
This is what, like, people don't think of the macro elements of the game. They just go, oh, the Moira's not healing, so our team are dying. But if I started healing them, their damage output is higher than my heal output. If I can survive all of their damage output, that's better for my team than healing my team is.
teams to gear up.
So yeah, I could get this, but I kind of want to go more survival just for a laugh. So we can have this. Yeah, I'll take the power. There's nothing on their team that's going to hit us for more than 100. So I do want to get this, so we can get more overhealth. And we can sell this, and we could get like this one, right? Reduced ability damage. So we've got overhealth, we've got damage reduction, we've got damage reduction, we've got armor. I've got enough for this.
These teams are
So
giving it their all for
we've
a
got
shot
reduced
at the win.
crit. Then again, what on their team hits us for crits? This is like probably the best option, but I kind of want to go this option
Is ready and waiting. 20 seconds.
because we're fading people. So Soldier does hit some crits. Zarya doesn't really hit crits. Juno, Mercy. Let's just go with this.
The time for preparations is almost up. Three, two, one. Capture the objective.
On with it.
If we get a round where they just basically ignore me, then we're going to switch to almost like full DPS.
Your end is within my reach. Your strength becomes mine.
Stick with the robot!
A taste of poison.
What a play by Soldier 76!
Such is the price of progress.
I feel like he's a bit confused here.
Nanoboost administered.
I feel like that soldier doesn't quite understand what just happened.
Огонь! They've taken the robot. How first. Unassailable prowess.
He's not happy.
Get in there.
We must defend the moment. Here's our score.
Tank Moira.
3-2. Some intense competition this round.
I didn't realize that 6k damage mitigated.
Coming up. Time to face
You
off
see what I mean? Though,
control.
I couldn't heal that much, right?
It's time for the teams to consult.
While doing this much damage. So we're gonna get this because I don't like using the ult. And now, I mean, this is probably the best one. I think having the 50 armor, and when we use Fade, we get 50 back. It's just more sustain,
We're
right?
in the middle innings and everyone's waiting to see how the match shakes out.
So we've kind of reached endgame. The only thing we need to add is a power. But I may switch to like Chain Grasp and then go swap this entire build.
Left to prepare for the round.
Because the reason why I don't like using the ult is because we get like less sustain out of it. We're getting, with Ethereal, we're getting 30% lifesteal, and Phantasmic Flux, we're getting 15% lifesteal. We get more health from not using the ult. So if we're just looking for sustain, then like staying alive, which is kind of what we're doing,
And they win.
we just get, it's easier when you're not using your ult.
3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
626 base health.
Taste of poison.
And this orb will give us some overhealth if it hits, which it didn't. Oh, I tried to fade through him.
Objectives live.
Is within my reach.
Oh, where's my fade? Ah, that was a nice wall.
My condition is
Sterben nicht.
Poor Juno. Problem is we just can't get this point back, can we? Oh, we need to cap though, right? Oh no. It's over. That's my first death.
Evolution is a painful path to walk.
No. If I get back to the point. Well, we didn't have a fade for overhealth, so we're probably kind of screwed. Not gonna get fade in time.
Score 3-3. You can really tell who the playmakers are.
8.8k mitigated.
Next up, put those hands together. It's time for push.
Right.
What
Complete build U-turn. Complete U-turn. Gone, 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 gone. Right. We're going max weapon. Max attack speed, weapon power. So we've got the money probably to buy pretty much everything we want. Let's get anti-heal. Let's go with this. We might need some sort of tankiness to it. Do they have much armor? No, not really. So we won't get that. This will be quite good for us. We're going to be like full-on glass cannon here. Attack speed. Have they got much attack speed? Soldier's got a bit. That might help. I think this is also quite good. And then I guess we just go with this thing. 20. Crit damage though. It doesn't do a lot. On the ability, we could go with this because it gives us some ability power. Let's have a look if there's anything else we want. Cooldown reduction, because we're still trying to fade through them. When you use an ability, gain 5. You know what? I think that might be better. Okay, we're full on glass cannon. We don't have the same survival, but I'm hoping that they ignore us a bit, right?
3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
Am I flanking with it? Yeah. I mean, we're still going aggressive because we've got 400 base health.
10 seconds until the objective's unlocked.
Cannot escape me. boost administered. Viable progress. Receive my aid.
Locking satellite vector. 不许走。
Hi. We're up to 10k damage, but we're still struggling.
Great minds are always persecuted. Nano boost administered.
Activating self-destruct.
Surrender to my will.
Get the overhealth. Ugh. I feel like I have to hard target the Mercy. It's just such a problem, like when you've got the soldier shooting you as well. I don't really want to go that way because of a grab.
Огонь по готовности.
冻住，不许走。
No! My team could lose this. Ah, we ate the... Okay, good. 13k damage. The complete endgame U-turn.
We've got a replay to watch.
I'm under attack. A taste of poison.
Yeah, I have found that there's a lot of strengths with, like, massively changing your build endgame. Like, I've done it several times. What do you think is better in the start? Armor or shield with increased health regeneration? Then understand the armor, how it works in game. So, armor will... I might get the definition slightly wrong. But armor will reduce incoming damage by 5. No, by 5 or half, whichever is bigger. I think that's right. So
Humanity is
let's say you've got something like,
I will find the key.
I don't know, Reaper.
Can't escape death.
So if I shot like this, that's done what, like 26 damage. Each of these bullets, it would be reducing by half or 5. In these cases, it's probably going to be like 5 or something like that. Basically, it gives a damage reduction. Shields don't give a damage reduction. Armor is very good against small but rapid firing weapons. armor is not very good against things like this. Because I hit like that, that one shot is going to get reduced by like 5 damage. Armor doesn't work very good against burst. What armor does work really good against is things like this. Because each one of those bullets, you know, I fired 8 bullets, that could get reduced by 5, let's say. That's going to be a 40 reduction. So, which is better off in the beginning? I mean, on a hero like Moira, shields is never really good. It's quite good if you go for like something like this. You take 15% reduced ability damage. But with Moira, you nearly always want to be in combat. So having like these shields here. Yeah, we can take this damage, right? And then we'll take a bit more. And then we can go off and it starts regenning. But I don't want that downtime with Moira. I want to fight. And if, let's say, I fade off to the side, I want to be straight back in. And the lifesteal is going to regen before the shield does. Now, there is something that's a bit interesting, and that's this. If you add this, reduce the time before your life starts regenerating. Look how quickly this one regenerates. That starts regenerating quickly. So if, for example, we were to fade, like, round a corner, it's already started. So it's quite good if you get that. But I feel like Moira gets enough lifesteal anyway, and I'd rather have the damage reductions in the first place.
My power emanates.
Ability power ult build. Yeah, except don't build it ability power ult. If you're gonna get this, right, watch this. Let me just I'm gonna switch to Roadhog because Roadhog's got lots of health. Right, this is just with this, right? And I'm holding right click. It kills a Roadhog, okay. Right. Now, I'm going to add attack speed only, so there's no ability power. So this has no additional damage, right? It's just attack speed. This has no additional damage, just attack speed. This has no additional damage, just attack speed. This has barriers, I'm not going to get that, just in case. This has some additional one, right? So now I've got 50% attack speed. Now watch this.
Surrender to my will.
Do you see how much quicker we kill the Roadhog with attack speed? Hang on a minute. Attack speed shouldn't affect coalescence. Yeah, it probably shouldn't, but it does. So, what does that mean you build? What that means you build is you build ability power attack speed. Ability power attack speed. If you want an ult build that's glass cannon, get as much ability power and attack speed as possible because you can get a lot of it. So you go, okay, so what if I was to build something like, I don't know, this, where I've got a bit of both, like this, whatever. There's another one here, ability power attack speed for cheap. This is attack speed for cheap. So now look, we're on 60, 65. Hey, Lead Fox. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Right, watch how quick this kills.
Surrender to my will.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
You're broken. May I?
Okay, the explanation is simple. Get ability power attack speed, not just ability power. Because attack speed is going to affect all of the rest of your game, like your right clicks, like this. It's going to affect your lifesteal, your healing, and it also affects your ult. So, yeah. Basically, you want to get the ability power and attack speed items. Or just like, you know, kind of both.
Surrender to my
Because then your ult just crushes. Also, the healing's insane. One interesting part of it is healing. So, if I use my ult and I take some damage while I'm holding the right click, watch this. I'm holding right click. I'm not getting healed by Coalescent. That's my passive healing that ticked in, right? So if you hold the right click, you don't get the self-heal from Coalescent. If you don't hold the... if you just do normal Coalescence, right? I get healing from it. And if I hold the left click, I get crazy healing from it. You could use Coalescence as a tanking thing. If you have that, you can hold the left click, heal your team, and stand in front of the enemy team, and you're just not going to die. Does attack speed affect healing from left click? Yes.
I cannot heal you yet.
So, you don't heal for more, you heal faster. Which therefore means you heal for more. You burn more energy. So here's the thing, right? Optimal overflow. You buy this, we're going to burn more energy, so we fire an orb while we're healing. And this is why you can do it. Fired another orb. Fired another orb. Fade, full resources back. Fire another orb, normal orb. We're healing our team, we're firing out tons of like orbs to do damage. Right click again. Like normal orb. Normal orb. We've built our ult and then we can go in for an absolute monster Coalescence because we've got ability power attack speed. Oh, healing, healing, healing. Instant heal. Kill everything. Oh, healing. Ah, too late. That's why you go ability power attack speed. Because it allows you to, if you're building the ult build, it allows you to get items like this and this. Because you burn your energy quicker. And therefore you get all the stuff like coming out of them. And then that one item refills all your juice anyway. So you can just keep it up indefinitely. There's something weird with attack speed.
Surrender to my will. Triple kill. Oh, your might will not stop me. I'm under.
Okay, we've got a game.
Who's ready for stadium? First up, who's ready to start the push? My money's on this one.
Scientist skin. Ah, we can. Yeah, we can do. Fine.
Hold on to your hard drives, folks. The game is about to begin.
Yeah, optimal overflow is weird. It's not like a proper orb. We can kind of do that build here, by the way. Again, like with what we're up against. Because we want to debuff them, right? So we can kind of do attack speed Coalescence against this.
Time to power up. Powers
I'm not really going to play around this though. I might add that as like a last item. I also kind of just want liquid nitrogen at the start, so I'm still going to go for this.
Just getting started, and it's anyone's match.
This map, the health packs are quite nice. I think I'm going to drop both of these.
Only 20 seconds left until we kick this round off. The time for preparation.
I'm annoyed they changed the cost of the item, the health pack item though.
3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
If it must be done, let it be done quickly.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
Receive my aid.
I was trying to time the Ash.
No opposition is insurmountable.
It's going to be an aggressive Lucio as well.
They've taken possession of the robot.
No! Okay.
Big stanger laps. Surrender to my will.
Oh, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Don't want to risk the boot there. Ah, rude.
You will be renewed.
That's enough of that.
Огонь по готовности. They've taken the robot.
Gonna C9 it? Oh no, still time.
Surrender to my will.
Nope.
The enemy is pushing their barricade. Misery made manifest. Over there. A cure for all the veils.
Oh, rude. We can't go down the near to the health pack there because of the Lucio. They're actually gonna win this.
Bothersome. Pain is inevitable. Stop the enemy immediately.
Get out of my
taste of poison.
Oh, we'll get booped off if we go there.
Surrender to my will.
Okay, good.
Let's check the standings.
We're on 21k after the first round.
2-0. Some intense competition.
Then again, so is the enemy Moira.
Coming up next, get ready for control. It's time for the teams to consult their playbooks.
Wow, round 2. I mean, I was gonna go for a debuff build. I mean, we still are. Oh my god, I could literally afford both of these
Shot at the win.
in round 2. What map is it? It's tempting, but I think money can be spent better elsewhere. Oh no, it's really tempting
The
though.
arena is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds left.
It's so like we're doing it, and we'll have armor as well.
The armory is about to
We're doing it.
close.
We need to get our ult quickly though. It's not the best map for it. Enemy Moira's gone with anti-heal, is that?
3.
No, just straight up ability power. That's not the best choice.
Your end is within my reach. A taste of poison. Can you feel this?
I missed.
Pain is inevitable.
I missed the punch.
They got us outnumbered.
Receive my aid.
Ah, the orb caught us.
Enemy spotted. Thanks. Over here.
Now, to start anew, I offer something more.
Ah,
Many than you. You're slipping away. My condition is improved. Targeting holiday. Hear this?
Get in there, Bob.
Subdued. My power emanates.
we nearly got our ult.
Keep a lookout.
Misery made manifest. A taste of poison.
Really not sure you want to take that fight.
Pain is inevitable.
Oh no. The boot messed me up. No, there's no critical damage. Don't think we're winning it. Am I gonna have to risk my ult?
Surrender to my will.
We lose the stats now though, but
My power emanates.
okay, we got it.
The round is
Kill them above.
The score is 2-0. You can really tell who the playmakers are.
We're pretty rich, guys.
Coming up,
So much for the... Oh, well, we're still going to do the attack speed ult build, by the way. Because we still can.
time for the teams to gear up.
So, do I get this now? That's the question. Obviously, we have to sell this. So, I can get this, but I'm going to see what items I can get first. I feel like I still need to have this, but we'll see. So, first thing I'm going to get is this. And yeah, I mean, we can afford a lot, right? So, 3-tap Tommy gun. That Lucio didn't like us. So we can get this for movement speed. But it's probably better off looking at some of these as well. So there's that.
The teams have 20 seconds left to prepare for the
What am I
round.
going to get? Oh, you rejoined again. I think this, because we're right clicking, and then the power, we've got to get that quickly. And our weapon, we can just get this. Right, so we've basically got 55 and 25. So we've got loads of attack speed for the right clicks, but our ultimate is going to hurt a lot. We have nowhere near the survival that we had.
Got eyes on an enemy.
The objective's open.
Don't know if we'll get a chance for our ult here. Ow.
They're pushing forward to objective A.
I don't know. Just because the guy left.
No opposition is
Ultimate shutdown. The objective is now active.
your end. Is within
You ready for this ultimate though, guys?
Objective B.
I went and left.
The objective goes live in 10.
Go on then.
big stanger
I mean, we're nanoed, but hi. The bubbles.
The Debuff gang sent their finest for that play.
Your end is within my reach.
Okay. I mean, we're still getting pretty rich.
To bring it back.
The downside... Oh no, that's fine.
Some intense competition this round. Next up, let's push. What tactics will the teams come up with this round?
So, what to get? I think we need to look more at the ability power ones. Survival helps. Got what total? I don't know right now. 47,300. Mark of the Kitsune, this could be okay, but it's not that much. I think this is probably the best bang for buck. Gives us some cooldown reduction. Yeah, I'm way off, aren't I? Okay, let me know what the best one for 57,000 is, because we'll do that in the next round. And I'm going to guess we've got about 57,000 for the next one. Do you want to build? Yeah, I mean, we probably could, but... Oh, and I shoot him.
They took the lead. Come on.
Alright, yeah, I will do.
Evolution is a painful path to walk. Enemy in sight. Be nourished.
Careful. Robot secure. Repeat. Robot secure.
You call that a coalescence?
We've lost possession of the robot.
I'll show you a coalescence.
They're moving the barricade.
I heard some footsteps.
Your end is within my
Oh, rip.
reforming you. Surrender to my will.
Oh, really?
Tactical visor. Come on,
What happened to my... Hi.
Bothersome.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Coalescence builds anyway, because, you know, you could be better for the rest of the game. Oh no, we're not gonna get it.
The score is 2-2. You can really tell who the
60,467.
Coming up next, time to face off in control. It's time for the teams to consult their playbooks.
Okay, well, that's what we got. Really, we're losing out on 5k. Because for that, I mean, yeah, I guess it is. To be honest, that's ridiculous. That's stupidly high. I mean, I guess we just go for this, right? Or do I want sustain? I'm gonna go for Chain Grasp because we've got good attack speed. Or this. I mean, I'm fading through people. This gets me my ult quicker. Let's go for this. That makes sense. I'm playing to fade through people and get the ult, right? Yeah, this is an insane number. Like, the calculations on, like, what, 125 AP for the ult with the right click. That's kind of crazy. Hi. Something's wrong with my mouse. The right click's not working after fade. Like there, it's just, it wasn't working.
Surrender to my will.
It must be lag or something then. Yeah, that ult just kind of crushed them.
Tactical visor activated.
Yeah, that's an insanity amount of damage.
Get in there, Bob.
Surrender to my will. Gale the Mahonker.
3-2.
Yeah, there is the lag, right? So I'm getting that on the right clicks as well. You can see up here. After a fade, it's not right clicking.
Next, it's time for Clash.
It's 72,
Teams to gear up.
72, 540. What we saying? Oh, I've sold all the items. I forgot what they were.
It's a fierce competition.
Ah, here we
Who
go.
will cave
Right,
to the
okay,
pressure
so
and who will come out
we had
on
Champions
top?
Kit, we had 3-tap Tommy Gun, we had Booster Jet, we had Nano Cola, which we may be able to sell later on. We had wrist wraps, which
The
we're
arena is calling.
defin-
Our teams have 20 seconds left.
crap.
Not long now until the teams lock in for the round.
We can get that, I guess.
It's the match point. If they keep it together, they can win this.
Oh yeah, I did. I literally just, yeah.
3.
I looked at it and yeah, I came up with the same
Attack on objective B.
one that you got.
Misery made manifest.
10 seconds until the objectives are locked.
Receive my aid.
The objective is now active.
Get out of my way or I'll run you over.
No, I should have left clicked for a little bit. We got our ult pretty quick. I should have left clicked to get the healing.
Now falling back to objective C.
Gale the Mahonker.
The objective goes live in 10. The objectives are mine.
I'm not going to get the ult again.
Get in there, Bob.
I'm restored.
Do something.
No, it's so close. We don't get it. Got to fade through here and somehow go crazy.
Surrender to my will.
No. No, they're stuck in the grab though.
Nanoboost administered.
It looks like this round is a loss, but they'll be sure to
Okay.
come back. Let's check the standings. 3. You can really tell who the playmakers are. Coming up.
To switch it up. So we could add like some debuffs in here. There's also something like this for better right clicks. So what we can start doing is if we build these into it, I think that overhealth is going to be very helpful for us. So if we got rid of the wrist wraps, but we took out, say, liquid nitrogen or something, cyber venom, Yeah, Lucio's got so much AP. Like their healing is crazy, so I feel like I have to do that. I also probably have to just multi-ball to get these debuffs out onto them. Now the question is, am I going to sacrifice? Because that's 10 just for the slow. We might be sacrificing too much. Yeah, I'm not going to lose like that much for it. I think I can only afford one debuff here with the multi-ball just to reduce their healing. It's going to help our team out a lot as well. But we still have to be super squishy, fading through players to try and get this ult up. Oh, we're not surviving again.
Surrender to my will.
We have to meet their push and stop it.
Okay. Yeah, but I changed it to the healing one. So I don't know if he could deflect that. I mean, what's he deflecting it? Has Ash just gone like full tank? Oops. Probably would have been nice not to wake up the Xayah. No, not really. Ah, I accidentally jumped. I think we're gonna lose the game. We're gonna need a big ult. Ideally we needed it then so we could have another one.
Come on now.
30 seconds left.
Hopefully get through. No. The debuff was important.
Preparing your cellular taste of
Guess we wait for the overtime for the call.
surrender to my will.
No. Maybe I shouldn't have healed. Maybe I should have just gone crazy.
Keep those chins up. There's always next time.
It's a good game though.
I need to see this again.
I mean, you guys wanted to see the attack speed Cole build. Yeah, attack speed does work on Cole. The issue in that game is that Lucio scales. That was the big problem that we had.
Pure class.
That's why nearly always against Lucio's I'm building like debuff builds. Debuff slow kind of thing. Still, that was a lot of fun and it was cool. Yeah, I've used the practice range workshops like a lot. Hey, Dorky. Welcome to Club Moira Tech on the YouTube. Appreciate it. There's no real perks, but I do notice your comments in the videos. A lot easier because there's a big star next to them. So I'm far more likely to reply. Does Void Hoppers work with any build? Yeah, Void Hoppers is awesome. The only problem is it breaks Mercy. And there's a Mercy in every game. Like, Void Hoppers is amazing. Especially if you're building, like, Tank Moira and you're just kind of dancing around. Like, Void Hoppers is crazy good. It's also really good against Ana. The problem is it breaks Mercy. Like...
I will find the key.
So we've picked Void Hoppers. And then Mercy wants to get to these bots. We've given them the overhealth, but now you can't see those bots through the wall. And I think Mercy can't, like, Guardian Angel or something. Or heal them round the corner, or... It basically just breaks your Mercy.
You need only ask for my help.
Look, they're just gone. Anyone who gets affected by it. So this, right, look, this bot we can see through the wall here. And now they've been affected by it. And now we can't see them. And we can't see these ones because we've already affected them.
You will be renewed. Big stanger left.
So yeah, Void Hopper's just, if you've got a Mercy, it just breaks the characters.
A taste of poison. Double.
And I think they're just permanently broken, right? I mean, let's see what happens if they die here. I mean, I assume they'll be fine after they respawn. Yeah. So one of them's back. Not anymore.
Such grievous wounds.
I play more Curie. Main, probably not today.
Unassailable throw. Double, triple.
If Moira's taken, then yeah.
More.
Hey, Stapler. Good night.
An
Thanks for
unwelcome
coming to hang out. So yeah, in short, I love Void Hoppers. I think it's awesome. You, especially if you're building like tanky Moira. It's great, but that's the problem. Just grabbing a drink quick. Right.
You're broken. May I?
Do you get hate when you're not actively healing your team? Yeah, but you can just mute the chat and they don't hate it once you've won. There's, I would say, about 10% of players who play Overwatch understand that Moira's healing is quite terrible. And healing in general is quite terrible.
I must recharge. Hold on.
Like, just trying to keep players alive like this, you're doing nothing to stop the damage coming in. You're just reactively healing it.
You need only ask for my help.
If I'm standing in front attacking players and they're attacking me, my team are taking less damage. So it's kind of like, I don't care about the hate that I get for basically playing better Overwatch. Like, it just, all it does is makes me think these people are stupid.
My power emanates.
Like, my style in ranked is hybrid. So I'm healing my team, looking for engagements, going off attacking, returning and healing again. That's how I'm trying to reduce our damage received.
Welcome to the stadium. First up, get ready for control. Believe me, you don't want to die on Moira's watch.
Why is it saying new? What's new? Nah. Right, what am I going to do here?
It's nearly time to
We'll see what team we're against.
and the crowd couldn't be more excited. Folks, this is a match you'll want to watch.
Okay, so right-click builds are awkward.
Welcome to the armory.
However, we don't have a Mercy,
Playbooks.
so maybe it's a Void Hoppers build. We spoke about it, right? So we're against an Ana.
Impactful modifiers that define a build.
We can give Void Hoppers a go.
Choose carefully.
Question is, am I going to open with it? I feel like it doesn't make me enough money to start with, so second item. So then I think I'm going to go Phantasm. Because, yeah, why not? It does mean, though, that we don't have that Void Hoppers in round 2. And Ana can normally afford the big sleep dart and stuff.
The teams have 20 seconds left to prepare for the round.
So little time.
Night.
We have an understanding.
No.
The time for preparations is almost up.
I'm also going to put down a lot more heal orbs. Rather than going for the damage orbs with this setup, I'm going to put passive heal orbs down.
3, 2, 1.
It means we can't fire this first damage orb.
We have company.
The objective goes live in 10.
Oh, you're just running. You lost one player. Yeah, what was my tank doing? We lost the Juno and they just ran away. That's wild.
Bothersome.
With you.
Mending you.
Gamrio! Thank you very much for the raid. How was your stream? Oh no, I threw a damage orb.
Surrender to my will. Огонь по готовности.
My willpower is absolutely incredible.
Okay.
You cannot escape me. The enemy.
Having two of the same orbs is so nice though.
Great minds are always
We lose this round by the looks of it. We've got 3 ults though, nearly 5.
a cure for all the tales. Come on, sure.
Nice damage.
Hunting them down.
You gotta get on point. You've gotta get on point. Or just stand here and snipe. Now what are you gonna do? Not get on point. Awesome.
Looks like this round is a loss, but they'll be sure to bring it back. Score 0-1. Some intense competition this round. Coming up next, put those hands together. It's time for push. Now's the time for our teams to work out their strategy.
Yeah, so we got options as usual. The thing is, the Ana didn't go for
Another
that,
round
so
and it's safe to say that
we're still on Phantasm. We've got quite a lot of cash. I feel like I can get extend drills. And smart orbs, why not? Even though it doesn't affect this. And we're going to get ability lifesteal because I'm going to put down
ready and waiting.
more damage
20
orbs.
seconds to go.
I'm not doing that.
Let's try and get richer.
We all have
The armory's closing. The teams need to lock in their choices. Three, two, one.
Yeah, it does cleanse.
Let's not keep them waiting.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
Why are you walking on the dynamite?
pushing the barricade. Stay sharp. A taste of poison.
No way. I'm much better with the damage orbs with Phantasm. Shouldn't have just W'd.
Hunting them down.
They're in the home stretch.
Time again to try again. Gale the Mahul.
It does, but it breaks Mercy, so...
A tremendous play by Cassidy.
Surrender to my will. I could push
Let's reclaim the robot. Enemy here. Dynamite go. I will fire. I will lead them to victory.
into darkness. Your resilience is lacking. More swimmers in the deep end of the dash pool.
I called it red line. I've closed it all.
Time to
Get in there, Bob. Barricade is progressing. Well, look at that. We've all won one.
within my reach.
Can't handle the heat. Stay out of my way. Hunting them down.
Yay. We're rich.
Score 1-1. You can really tell who the playmakers are. Next up, the teams are going head to head in control. The teams are gearing up. Every
Void Hoppers.
is crucial.
I mean, we said we're going to do it, so we're going to do it. Question is how best to utilize it. So obviously it scales with health. Like the more health we've got, the more it's going to give our team. We don't really care about that too much. Did I figure out?
It's a fierce competition. Who
No,
will
I
cave
didn't.
to the pressure and who will come out on top.
Yeah, numerico. Cooldown reduction is going to be quite good with it as well.
Only 20 seconds left until we kick this round.
Why not? Why not? There we go. Look. So we've got some cooldown reduction. We get some armor on it. We've got low health, but it gives our team some, and this is good because we're putting the orbs just near this choke, so we're just going to give our team over health constantly.
Your end is within my reach. We have company.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds. The objective's live.
Don't walk in it. We're out of resources. Cleansed. Why? We're saving players left and right here, right?
My circuit won the play.
Unassailable thrower. My willpower is burning. Gale the Mahul.
No, so close. Go on, Zaya. We can't see her health though, but
What a maneuver by
End is within my reach. Surrender to my will.
oh, oh.
For the parched, lending a hand.
Dude, move out of the orb. I've got to use one of these orbs. I want to save him. No.
Recover your strength.
overtime. Saya, the best to ever do it.
Огонь по готовности. Gale the Mahol.
Get in there, Bob.
Reforming you. Surrender to my will.
I can't go back on the point there because of the dynamites. Gotta kill that Moira. Nah. Okay.
It was a hard fight, but they lose this round.
Bothersome.
Here's our score.
Yeah, Juno's not having the best game.
2-2. Some intense competition this round. Up next, the teams are facing off in.
But hey, look, we're on a Void Hoppers build, so
It's time for the teams to consult their.
So we can go for more survival. He gives us some AP. It doesn't give us extra health though. I don't really care about having more health with Void Hoppers actually. I think maybe Extendrils is probably good just for our orbs.
These teams are giving it their all for a shot at the win.
Which means if we get rid of that, we can get back onto this. And then maybe a bit more. I mean, it gives us armor later on. What about... Nah, it's only 10 health, so... We'll go here. Tendrils onto Central. Nah, I don't find it is.
Round off.
I think it's just good in this particular matchup.
The armory is about to close.
You cannot escape me.
3, 2,
Moira's pretty tanky.
commencing attack on objective B.
Just depends on how much value are we actually getting out of Void Hoppers.
A taste of poison.
10 seconds until the objective's unlocked.
I'll keep this fire burning. The coals are red hot.
We got a bit out of there because Ash is on a dynamite build, right?
That's an objective secured. Moving up to objective A.
Oh. Ooh.
Surrender to my will. We have company.
Oh, I've got nothing to get out of here. I can't fade. Oh really? We're actually going for something here. I didn't want to fade because I wanted to see what the Ana was doing. I mean, they're using ults, we're using ults. They're still winning it. Like,
They lost that point. They're falling back to objective B.
got a grab to deal with though, right?
Surrender to my will. Огонь по готовности. A taste of poison.
My willpower is burning.
I can't just sit here and kite for you. Peel for you even.
Surrender to my will.
Ooh. Not just Lumerico, also the fact that we had 3 heal orbs out at one point.
Let's increase our pace.
The round is in the bag. Let's check the standings. 2-2. You can really tell who the playmakers are. Coming up, let's push. What tactics will the teams come up with this round?
This? I mean, we're doing weird stuff anyway, right? We're on a fade build. So this just... It's not the best option for sure, but it's what we're going to pick. Because it's a fade build. We're doing it. So in order to make use of that, we also need some survivability. We've got quite a bit of AP. So what do you reckon we just drop these two in? If we want, we can, afterwards we'll get rid of this and we'll pick Phantasmic Flux. And then we're in kind of like a tank Moira with some AP.
Safe to say the teams are in the zone.
I mean, we could sell this and get Phantasmic Flux already. Are you sure it doesn't? Because I thought that it doesn't extend the timer.
Remain before the action begins.
Okay. Either way, it's fine.
Not long
So we give our team
lock in.
quite a bit of health now, like with the Void Hoppers. It's a good map for it as well. We're more tanky, so we can be braver when we're moving in for our Phantasm Orbs. And the orbs should still hurt about how much they did the last one. Enemy Moira's got anti-heal stuff.
Pain is inevitable. I see a hostile. It is fleeting. Thank you. A taste of poison.
Ow. Yeah, can't do that much. We used our fade and we got antied.
Do something! Increase our pace!
An incredible play! Absolutely incredible!
Process begins again.
I feel like we should get some ability lifesteal, but Fantastic Flux will fix that.
It is within my reach.
Ah. We cleanse the anti. We're gonna heal all this.
Pushing the barricade. Stay sharp.
And tanky. I'm not sure you win this. God, the right clicks aren't working. There's still some sort of lag thing. You can't fight that, mate. Just get out of here. Oh. Again, the right clicks aren't working. There's packet loss. That's why.
Their sacrifice.
Yeah, there's some sort of packet loss because after using some abilities, I can't. The right click doesn't register, so it just doesn't do it.
Great minds are
I saw a glow in there, so we fire an orb. Oh. God, it's also doing some weird jumps.
the enemy is pushing their barricade. Surrender to my will. Receive my aid. Surrender to my will.
Should have faded. Ah, I could have done so much better there.
Oh, they've lost the lead.
Time again to try.
Circuit's back.
I just realized I'm not fading through players. I bought Deathod and I'm not even trying to fade through people.
To 3. Some intense competition this round.
That's a problem. We literally just didn't use the power.
Next up, get ready for control. Now's the time for our teams to work out their strategies.
If I bought that, I can sell this because I don't care. And I can get this. And now I'm fairly tanky. Pretty damn tanky, actually.
These teams are giving it their all for a shot.
And I should be able to get a load of overhealth. God, how are we like just maxed?
The arena is ready and waiting. 20 seconds to go.
How are we just like maxed? We've got a full purples build. Okay, gotta remember to fade through players, get the overhealth.
This is the match.
Yeah, there's something weird going on with like inputs here. It might actually just be my computer. It feels like there's a lag or something.
Pain is inevitable.
It's okay because we're not streaming much longer anyway. Oh, we didn't fade through anyone. Is someone still alive on point? Of course they didn't.
Surrender to my will.
Hi.
The Deadlock gang sent their finest for that play.
No doubt. Big stanger lap. Eyes open now.
Yeah, we got nothing against the Zaya here.
And that's why Zarya Nova's the champion.
That's one of the problems. We don't have much damage because we've gone for a like kind of survival tank, save the team from Ana build. Also, yeah, being 30k ahead, kind of crazy.
Play of the game.
Yeah, so that build is fine. It's utility kind of base, but I'm sure someone else will play it better. Right, guys, I gotta call it a night. I gotta go out, actually. It's just yeah, I gotta go out. Not for long, but I gotta go out. Right, guys, thank you very much for hanging out. Maybe on tomorrow. I mean, that just goes every day, but I say it anyway. Right. See you soon. Bye.